I still remember the exact second my heart cracked open, like a fault line splitting through concrete that had been holding up too much weight for too long. It was 8:47 p.m. on Thanksgiving night, and two strangers in neon vests were unscrewing the legs of the dining table I'd paid for, right in the middle of my sister's perfect holiday dinner, while her in-laws watched in horror and she texted me, "You're ruining everything." I used to think people who poured their family trauma into long Reddit threads were exaggerating. I'd skim those posts at 3 a.m., half asleep, thinking, come on. It can't be that bad. But now I'm the one sitting here in the dark, voice shaking, telling you how the people who were supposed to love me most decided I was good enough to fund their lives, but not good enough to sit at their table. My name's Elias Grant. I'm 35. I run paid ads for tech startups, 6 figures, long hours, the kind of job that makes parents brag to their friends. I live alone in a high-rise studio that smells like cold brew and takeout containers. I don't own plants because I'd kill them. I don't own much of anything, really, because most of my money has gone somewhere else for years. I'm the oldest. My sister Clara is 32, beautiful, quick laugh, the one who could cry in front of mom and get whatever she wanted. Growing up, money was always tight. Not starving, but close enough that, we'll see, was the answer to every birthday wish. Dad worked double shifts. Mom clipped coupons. And me. I was the responsible one. The one they leaned on. Elias will figure it out. Elias can help. By 16 I was flipping burgers after school, saving for college while Clara got new clothes for prom. I paid my own way through everything. Loans, textbooks, ramen dinners in a dorm that smelled like old socks. Meanwhile, Clara got the hand-me-down car from Grandma, but I was the one who paid for the transmission when it died. She maxed out her first credit card, I covered it. Just until I'm on my feet, she'd say, hugging me tight. She never quite got there. Then she met Nathan. Tall, trust fund smile, family with a vacation home in the mountains and monogrammed everything. The first time he came to Sunday dinner, Mom actually fluffed her hair in the hallway mirror. Dad called him son by dessert. And just like that, the spotlight swung fully onto Clara and Nathan's perfect life. When they got engaged, my parents sat me down. Weddings are expensive, Elias. Clara's always been our little girl. If you could chip in, I heard the unspoken part, you're single. You don't have kids. You can afford it. So I paid for the venue deposit. Then the florist when Nathan's parents couldn't quite swing their share. Then the band. I told myself it was love. After the wedding, the asks got bigger. Nathan wanted to launch his own real estate side hustle. You're the marketing genius, man, can you just whip up some ads? Family discount. I built funnels, wrote copy, ran campaigns on nights I should have been sleeping. We'll pay you when the deal's close, he promised. They never did. Then they bought the house. Big, open concept, the kind with an island you could land a plane on. Closing costs hit hard. Suddenly Clara was FaceTiming me, panning the camera over an empty dining room. It looked so sad without a real table, Elias. How are we supposed to host holidays? Her voice did that little tilt it always does when she wants something. I walked right into it. I'll get you one. Housewarming gift. She protested, just loud enough to save face, then picked out the most expensive solid walnut table in the store. 8 chairs, bench, the works. Nearly $3,000 on my card. She hugged me in the parking lot, eyes shining. You're the best brother in the world. I'll pay you back somehow, I swear. I knew she wouldn't. But I let the warmth of that hug trick me into believing I was finally part of something. Thanksgiving was supposed to be the payoff. They announced they were hosting both families. Group chat buzzing with menus, wine pairings, Clara posting stories of the table dressed with pumpkins and candles. Mom texted, bring your garlic bread, Elias, everyone loves it. I was already planning the drive, the dish I'd bring, imagining finally sitting there as family, not just the guy who paid for the furniture. Then Tuesday afternoon, I'm in a co-working space, headphones on, tweaking ad copy, and my phone vibrates. Just a photo from Clara. The dining room glowing. That walnut table front and center, set beautifully. And underneath. Don't come to Thanksgiving. Nathan's parents don't want to mix with that side of the family right now. That side. Meaning me. The brother who bought the table they'd all be eating on. I stared until the screen went black. My chest felt suddenly hollow, like someone had scooped everything out and left only echoes. I typed back the calmest thing I could manage, understood. Happy Thanksgiving. She replied with a heart emoji. That night, I opened the furniture store app. Found the order. Order number 52941. Started a return. Reason, change of plans. Scheduled pickup for Thanksgiving evening, 8 to 9 p.m. Delivery address, Clara's house. I didn't feel angry yet. I felt clear. Like a fog I'd lived in for decades had finally lifted. Thanksgiving Day itself was quiet. I roasted a small chicken breast, made garlic bread anyway because I'd already bought the ingredients. Ate on my coffee table watching some action movie I didn't care about. No texts from anyone. No miss you or wish you were here. Then 8:47 p.m. hit. My phone erupted. Clara calling. I let it ring. Then texts. Elias, what the hell? There are men here taking the table. Right now. In front of everyone. Nathan's parents are sitting on the couch holding their plates like this is some trailer park drama. Pick up the phone, you're ruining Thanksgiving. Mom, Elias James Grant, explain yourself right now. Dad, this isn't how we handle things, son. I opened the family group chat and started typing. Come. Factual. Wedding venue deposit, $4,200. Florist overage, $1,100. Band final payment, $2,800. Clara's credit card bailout, 2022, $3,600. Nathan's business launch ad spend, $5,400, unpaid. Dining table plus chairs, $2,900. I listed every dollar. Hit send after each line. Let the receipts roll in like thunder. Then. I've spent years being good enough to pay for your lives, but apparently not good enough to sit at the table I bought. You uninvited me because I'm an embarrassment to Nathan's parents. Fine. But if I'm not welcome as family, I'm done funding the fantasy. The table is going back. So are my boundaries, forward. I hit send. Put my phone on do not disturb. Finished my cold chicken. When I turned it back on an hour later, there were 64 missed messages. Clara had spiraled. You just proved Nathan's mom right about our side. She said this is exactly why they were hesitant. You're selfish. You always have to make everything about you. Mom, I'm so disappointed. This was petty and cruel. I finally answered when Clara called again. Her voice was pure venom. How could you do this to me on a holiday? In front of his parents? They had to eat pie standing up. I kept my voice low. You told me not to come because I'm that side of the family. So I made sure the table I paid for wasn't there either. It was a gift, she screamed. It was a gift for family, I said. You made it clear I'm not that anymore. Silence. Then, you're unbelievable. After everything we've done for you. Name one thing, I cut in. One time you showed up for me without a price tag attached. She couldn't. I hung up. That was 6 weeks ago. I haven't spoken to any of them since. The table was returned. I got most of my money back minus fees. I closed the credit card I'd used for their emergencies. I turned off read receipts in the family chat. Some nights I still wake up at 3 a.m. wondering if I was too harsh. If blood really is thicker. If I should have just swallowed it one more time. But then I remember the heart emoji she sent when I said understood. And I know I did the only thing I could to finally feel like I mattered. So tell me, if this happened to you, if the people you'd bled for decided you weren't worth a seat at their table, would you have let them keep it? Or would you have taken it back too? Thanks for watching. Do subscribe for more stories.